Hello, Flosstube. This is episode 82, the most anticipated Flosstube of the year, because today you can actually put in to register for our Stitch retreat. So like we mentioned last week, this is going live at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you click the link down below for the Google form, you're going to fill out some basic information. That information will get sent to us. You will get put on a list in the order in which you receive those forms. And then the first 80 people will receive an invoice on August 15th. So we're going to talk about all of the Stitch details at the end of the show today, so that if you're not interested in hearing about the Stitch retreat because you're not going to come, or you have no interest in coming, then you can just duck out at the end of the video. But for those of you who are interested in getting a spot and learning more, stay tuned to the end. So let's jump right in. We have a lot to talk about today. And we'll start with Erin. What's your best new thing this week?
I have two, of course. So the first one is that I got to see my whole family today. Like all of the nieces, nephews, cousins got to go and see where my dad is interned. Is that what it's called? Where his ashes are laid to rest. And it was amazing. It was just so cool because they've never all been together since Ellie's been born. She's a COVID baby, so this was like the first time. It was really, it's really fun. She kept denying my oldest nephew any high fives, which was hilarious to me. But she would give the other redheads high fives, which I think tells you a lot about Ellie. Then my other one is that we stayed at this really amazing B&B in Elma this weekend when we were hanging out with the family. The family stuff was great, but this B&B was also amazing and super haunted and super old and very cool. My favorite story from it, though, is that so we were all in the same room, and Ellie got very excited about that, so she wouldn't sleep. So Jonathan and I went outside of the room. There was like a couch there to hang out. But we're sitting there, he's reading a book and I'm cross-stitching. So first of all, we could not have fit more into this place than anybody else in there. Like we had to be the people that fit in the most. And people would have to come up the stairs. And the couple that was staying in the room next to us gave us the weirdest look. And I couldn't figure out why they were so why this was so bizarre to them. But they didn't know we had kids in there. And then the next morning we heard that it was their anniversary, and I was like, oh, that's why they didn't want us sitting outside of their room. Cheers to that couple. Happy anniversary.
It was a good one.
Oh, it was good. But I'm on full-on vacation mode, so I'm having a beer tonight with this.
Well-deserved vacation, my friend. Well-deserved.
Thank you.
Erica, what's your best new thing this week?
Let's see. I have two, and they're small. The first one is I got new glasses.
Very nice.
Love them.
They're very similar to my old glasses, but I hadn't had an eye exam in some time, so it was time for new specs and getting used to them. And they're kind of like they feel different than my other ones, so I'm like but I'm excited because I can see my prescription didn't change that much, but feels like I can see a lot better, which is
Isn't it always nice too that there's no scratches on it when they're new? They're so clear.
Yeah.
I put them on and I forgot I was wearing glasses, and it was like, oh, I can see, this is weird. Oh, right, I'm wearing these new glasses, so it must be cool. And then the other thing is this weekend we watched Mulan, like the 1998 Mulan, as a family, and I haven't seen that in some years, and it is classic. And
my man out of you.
Yes.
That song is a jam. That's a banger.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, classic, baby. That's good.
So the kids were pumped about it. The older one was, I'm going to go save China. And I'm like, yeah, you are. Let's do it. And the little one was kind of dancing. He dances like this.
That's
It was a good time. Good night.
Hi, Aria. Hi.
Go to bed.
Oh, she's
No,
sweet.
I'm not bed. Upstairs. Sorry, you guys.
Oh, somebody else is on vacation. It's that one.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Anyway,
You know what
that's
it
it
is
for
too?
me.
It's
Mulan and
adapting to the other house. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Well, very nice. Mulan is a classic. Love that movie. Loved it when I was a kid, too.
Have you watched the live action one?
No.
I have not. Have you?
It's good. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not
Yeah.
as good as the cartoon, and it's not as funny because there's no like Mushu.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
Donny
a-
Osmond is not singing. Let's be real.
There's no singing. It's intense, but it's good.
Oh,
I need to.
I did like the live action Beauty and the Beast. I did think that that was good. But
I
I've not
agree.
seen one yet.
That's the only live action one that's worth anything.
The Beauty and the Beast one? Yeah. Yeah, for
No,
sure.
I still haven't seen that. I saw Cinderella, but not that one.
Emma Watson to me is just like the perfect Belle. Like for some reason I was just like, yes. Yes. Yes.
You know what I think it was too? It stuck to the original. There was singing in it. There was
Yeah.
still music. It was still fun. Where the other ones have all like they tried too much to be like live action and new, and it doesn't work.
You're right. It was literally just the cartoon in live action form. Like the story didn't deviate. Like it was wonderful. It was very, very good. Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
Disney Plus, you can watch it on Disney Plus.
I do. I do have. Oh, that's exciting.
Yep, see, there you go. All right, Jody, what's your best new thing this week?
My first best new thing is my haul this week. So I will talk about all of that when we get to haul, but I had a killer haul week this week. So excited about that. And my second best new thing is our announcement coming up later tonight. We've all been putting not our announcement, but our details. We're gonna, talk about this retreat, and we've all been putting a lot of work into it and kind of it's all starting to kind of come together with the details and everything. And I am so excited to share the details and talk about it. And it's going to be what we're talking about for like the next 7 months. So sorry, not sorry.
What I will say though, for people who do receive an invoice from us and are paid attendees and you are set, you are ready to go, we will be doing a series of like videos specifically about the retreat for general info and things like that, as to not, I guess,
Bore the
regular viewers from watching our videos, because we don't want it to just be a Stitch retreat video. And we don't want that to be all that it's about, because our weekly videos are going to continue. But for those of you who are planning to come, once you pay your invoice and you are on the list, we want to keep you guys in the know of all of the fun things and stuff that are going to be happening. And people who aren't coming to the retreat, but you still want to know, because maybe you'll be interested in coming to one in the future, or if you want to be on the wait list and a spot opens up, it's good to just have that information. And for a lot of those things, we'll refer people back to those videos for a lot of questions and stuff throughout the next couple of months. Because we have a while, but it's going to go fast. So look for that in the future. I have two best new things also. One is I was talking to Colleen and Rebel Stitcher, and I bought a new water bottle to take to work. And I bought a couple stickers, and she sent me some additional stickers to go onto my water bottle. So I just had to highlight this for a second. So she sent me this coffee one, and these little Band-Aids. And look at this guy.
So cute. She's
And
the
then
best.
These little lungs, these little
Oh,
drinks.
those are cute.
This one that says good days start with coffee. And then these were some that I bought off of Redbubble. So if you've never checked out Redbubble before, if you're a sticker fanatic like I am, they're super cheap and they're done by independent artists. So like they sell through Redbubble their designs. So it is kind of like supporting small business. It's just a platform for them to be able to sell their stuff. So check it out.
Also,
Also,
be prepared to spend some time because they have literally everything.
and like anything you can think of, they've made a sticker for you.
Anything. Anything. Oh,
Any
that show you used to watch when you were 8 years old and you loved it? There's a sticker for that.
sticker. I also, because I was such a huge fan of the Pirate Fable band that we got in our Pirate Life stitching box from BNS, you will notice I'm wearing a new one tonight.
Oh,
Mhm.
cute.
It says my weekends are booked, and it has books on it.
That's cute.
I also got this one because this life is mine because I deserve it.
The color of that one is so pretty.
That's beautiful.
Love it.
And then this one, we were salt and sand and sea and storm, and it has little ships on it.
I
That's
love that.
adorable.
Perfect for right now.
So I went on their website. They don't have a ton of designs available right now, but I think they come out with new stuff all the time. So check them out, Fable bands. These were like $10 a piece. And they are the softest, most comfortable headbands in the world to wear. They don't pull your hair. They don't pull your hairline. They don't give you migraines. I'm a huge fan. I wear these to work all the time. All right. This is my best new things. All right. Talk about haul, shall we? We'll let Jody go last because I think she has the most epic haul on the planet. So, Erin, how about you go first?
My birthday's coming up, so I don't have any haul because I'm waiting.
Get it. I get it. That's okay. You're going to have plenty when your birthday comes through. Erica, did you have any haul this week?
I also have no haul this week.
And surprise, surprise, I also did not have haul this week.
Oh, Jody's making up for
Whoa!
all of us.
Jody's the only one that spent her money this week.
Well, I spent it last week. It just happened to arrive this week. So I bought last week I bought a bunch of stuff, but two major things came in this week. So first of all, you guys have heard me talk about sulky threads, okay? I debated for so long buying the entire sulky collection, which this is not the entire collection. It's the first two lots of 80, and I think there's only one more. But anyways, I finally bought them. They finally came, and I am freaking out of my mind. Okay, so this is how they come.
It's beautiful.
And I will absolutely keep them in this case because
I mean, you're not gonna beat that organization. That's amazing.
that's what I'm saying. Like these little, I don't want them to fall out, but like these little things like pop up and then you can just pull them out.
Oh, very nice.
So like why would I put them in any other type of situation? You know what I mean?
No.
So they're all here. They're in no order whatsoever because I don't really know what order sulkies are supposed to go in. They're just kind of, they are what they are, but like these, like this one came with some variegated ones.
So they're not like in a numerical fashion in any sense.
Yeah,
there.
I did not even look at the numbers on that. No, they're not. They're not in any type of like this. No, they're not in any. No. So I don't know. And then I added in like the other ones that I bought when we were at StitchCon because these little containers came with like extra spots.
Oh, nice.
So I was able to fill them up with my other ones. So there you have it. Now here's the thing. I am a person that typically doesn't follow the color chart on a pattern anyways. Like I would rather just go through my stash, pick the colors that are close enough, and then I go from there. Unless I'm doing like a very complicated pattern that's like popcorny and it requires specific colors to get specific looks like shadowing or whatever, but I don't do that very often at all. So I feel like I'm able to just like open this up, pick whatever colors I want, and I'm like on my way. So that's what I've been doing with them, and they are delicious. All right, my second thing that came in, I want everyone to stop what they're doing right now, go to Instagram and follow Ravenclaw, who is my girl Genevieve, okay? And she makes bags. All right, when we were at StitchCon, Colleen had this bag, and she was like, hey, can I just show you this bag real quick? And I was like, yeah, I'm always down to look at a bag. And it like blew me away. So I immediately messaged Genevieve Ravenclaw, and she's in Canada. I immediately messaged her, and I was like, can you make me a bag? And she was like, yep, here's a website for the fabric. I went onto the website. I got to pick from like every fabric under the sun. She messaged me when it was in, and then we like customized the whole thing. So down to like the hardware, like the color of like the zippers and the buttons and all of that stuff. So my bag came.
Oh my God, Jody.
It's so good.
I love it
Look
so
at that.
much.
Wow.
Leather.
It's
Okay.
huge.
You cannot buy this quality in a store. I'm sorry. You just can't. So there's a zipper, and then there's an inside pocket. All right, which is also, it also zippers. The fabric on the inside is like the thickest, most durable fabric. Like I could use this for like luggage.
Yeah.
Like that's
For sure.
heavy it is. There's pockets. There's like little pockets over here on the inside as well. And then it has a zipper, which I love because me, like all my shit will fall out if it didn't. And her thing is embroidered on the bottom. Like it's not stamped.
Oh,
It's
wow.
It's so good. I love that you picked a dark fabric for the inside too. That was a good choice.
So like I picked I said I wanted pink to like match the flowers, and then she showed me this pink leather, and I was like, yes. And then we picked the color for the inside, and then I picked gunmetal hardware. Like everything, like it can be whatever you want it to be, but you can't buy this. You cannot buy this in a store, and it is enormous.
It's beautiful.
Like my boxes fit in here.
Amazing.
So let's get real. It's really like my sulky luggage. Okay. Like
Can we just call it what it is, everybody?
It's for the sulkies. Okay. Only the best for the sulky threads.
Obviously, any size Q-snap is going to fit in there. A 17 by 17 Q-snap would fit in there. It's amazing. So she makes different sizes, so you don't have to go with like the giant one. You can get a smaller one. A lot of people, I think, I saw someone I feel like wrote that they use theirs as a diaper bag. Anyways,
Could be that.
use what you want to use it for. Go get yourself a bag. You cannot buy this quality in a store. At Ravenclaw, go to her Instagram. You will not be disappointed. Done.
Jody, you nailed it, man. You found some good
was
stuff.
Pretty impressive haul this week.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah.
It's almost better than no one else had haul. So
Yeah.
you could like really focus
Like, I
on
would
Jody.
For all of us.
Yeah, I would.
Pretty epic.
I did get the notification that my So Much to Love project bag of the month is on its way. So I will hopefully have that.
Yay!
I'm very excited to see. It's for July. I'm thinking patriotic. I'm thinking summer. Who knows? It's going to blow me away regardless. I'm so excited about this. And I just got my invoice for the next Black Needle Society box. So, like, spending all the money and have nothing to show for it at the moment. But that's okay. It's coming.
Good.
Coming. Yeah.
That next Black Needle Society box, though, that's the fall one, right?
Yeah, so I think the one that I just paid for is the November box, which is the resolutions box.
That one's gonna be good.
The September is cozy stitching, we're playing.
They nail fall. Like it'll be good.
I'm hoping for like a blankie, maybe. Blankie. Blankie.
They did the fingerless gloves last year, which were so cute.
Oh, I loved those.
Oh yeah, your box last year was.
That was a good box.
Yeah. Well, awesome, Jody. I'm so excited. I can't wait to come over and just run my fingers over all of those sulkies.
All I do.
Like a little hamster in a wheel. I'm just gonna.
All I do all day.
That's all
I
do.
just touch sulkies.
Oh no.
I'll make sure my hands are nice and clean and sanitized. Jody will make me wear gloves.
She's had special white gloves made with.
I'm just gonna be touching them. All right. Well, let's talk about finishes, shall we? Erin, did you have any finishes this week?
I did actually have finished, but it's at home. It's a thank you gift to these beautiful ladies, and they will get it not next week, but the week after. And when they get it, they can show it. But I don't have it to show now. But I did actually have 4 FFOs.
That's amazing. Well, thank you, Erin.
I
No
can't.
problem. We will just look forward to that next week. Erica, did you have any finishes this week?
None at all.
None at all. Jody, how about you?
No, I was too busy playing in thread.
Well, I did have a finish this week. I once again came up to my craft room a little bit earlier tonight. Jason helped me go through some whips, and I got rid of some stuff, and I organized some things. And I thought, why not finish something so I have some content for the video tonight? So, it's just a little one.
Oh my God,
Oh.
Kristen, it's so cute. I love the bow behind it.
Oh, thanks.
Mhm.
So let me
Great.
tell you how easy this was. So the bow comes standard on this little board, and it does have a back on it so you can stand it up. So then I just put this around foam core, stuck it on there, and hot glued this little bicycle that Jason bought me for my birthday. So,
That is amazing. How cute.
Love it. What
so this
did
will go on my bookshelf for the summer. But
what did you use for that bike?
Yeah, perfect.
I know, right? And this pattern is from Pigeon Coop Designs on Etsy. And it has that little sun. And I love the letters, how they're like, I don't know, it's like a, what's that called? When they when they go in different colors. Ombre? Ombre.
That's the one.
So anyway, that was my
I
finish.
did not know that one. That's beautiful. That's a cool finish.
Thank you so much. Very proud of myself for having 2 finishes 2 weeks in a row.
Awesome.
Yeah, that is great.
All right, well, let's talk about whips, shall we? Erin, you're first.
All right. Again, I don't have a ton of stuff, you guys. I'm sorry, vacation mode, but I have a few.
Never apologize for vacation mode. Never.
I just got a coffee delivery.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
So I started the Hello Sunshine, the second part of it.
Oh.
Monster.
This is the bottom. It's bigger than I thought it would be. Remember last week I was like, oh, it's not that much. It's a lot. I mean, this is a day's worth of stitching, which is not that much. But it's going to be this guy. He's going right here.
Very cute.
Cute.
I'm excited to stitch him.
Yeah.
It's a beast, man. It's a big guy. It's fun to stitch. It's just a lot.
They're big. Yeah.
My next one is a really sad story, actually. So I started doing my August Lizzie Kate, and I got the whole August print, and I was like, I just don't like it. Like, I just don't like the color combo that I chose. You can't even, like, see it on here. That's why I don't like it.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, I get it.
So I was talking to Catherine about this, actually, and she was like, you know what you should use is that the gingham that Jody gave me, the black and white one. The only problem with that is that that's a 32 count, and all of my others have been on 28 or 14 count. So I want to keep them the same size. But think I'll have enough of my American one. Like I'll have a big enough piece that I could cut a piece of that off and use that for my August.
Nice.
Do you know which one I'm talking about? That like brown one?
Yeah.
I think
So fingers crossed that'll look better. Because that was a big bummer to do that much work and be like, I have to completely stop this because I don't like it.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah, it happens though.
I guess. Okay, so the last thing I started is this guy. The Halloween
Oh,
I
that's
can't.
cute.
Oh my God, I love this guy. There we go, that's a better. Jordan Privé. So I saw on there they were like, why not try stitching the witch instead of stitching her in like a colored skin? Oh, it's stuck in here. Well, that's fun. Why not try her in green? So that's what I
Ooh.
did.
Oh, I
That's
love that.
awesome.
Yeah.
Cannot go wrong with a green witch.
I love this. I didn't want to stop stitching it. We've just been so busy, but I'm loving it.
Cute.
It's really
That's
nice.
it. Those are all of my patterns.
I love that. That looks great.
Thanks.
All right, Erica, what are you stitching on over there?
Okay, I've only worked on one thing since we last
Wow.
filmed. I know. I was working on the pumpkin passport last week, and I just am enjoying it so much that I'm keeping on going. I'm working on the Netherlands right now.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
A lot of detail.
So I'm working on the windmill blade, but I got the little houses finished and just coming along, and I feel like stitching it. So that's what I'm doing.
That's right.
Sure.
This is the Pumpkin Passport by the Frosted Pumpkin. It was their stitch along in 2016, I want to say. So a while ago, but you can still find it on their site if you want to do this, friends.
Cute.
Put it up.
Yeah.
Super cute.
Yeah,
Love
that is
it.
cute. That looks great.
Thank you. That's it.
All right, Jode, what'd you stitch on this week?
I worked on my Blackbird, which did you guys hear about the lady from Blackbird?
No.
Yes, I saw that.
The Blackbird Designs is it's a two-person team that designs, two women, and one of them passed away.
Oh.
I don't know the story, but just like reading a little bit about it was really sad. So it kind of like made me want to finish this even more. Like the day I read about it, I worked on it a little bit. There are some people talking about it on some Facebook groups that I'm in. So anyways, I got a little bit more done.
Ooh.
And I started working over on the other side. So I'm going to keep plugging along at it. I absolutely love this color combination, and I want it like done and framed. So
Yeah.
I worked on that, and then I also started, this is a little pattern I picked up at StitchCon at Keepsakes. Work hard, stay bumble.
I love it.
So I started that, and I got my bee done.
That looks so good on that
I love it.
fabric.
Thank you.
I love it.
So hard with the light behind it, but anyways.
No, it's coming through really well. It looks
Okay.
beautiful.
So I got the bee done, and then this yellow on the hive is actually one of the variegated sulkies. I don't think it's going to translate because it's just like two little lines on each row of the hive, but it's a different yellow than the bee, so I was okay with that.
Yeah, I think it looks great.
So
Awesome.
finish that up next week, and then Kristen, that's coming to you to FFO for me because this pattern also came with all of this stuff to make this little pillow.
Okay.
So
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
I have all this stuff for it, but I don't want to glue it.
No, we're gonna sew that one. Actually.
Yay! That's
Yeah,
We don't
progress,
want you to do
Jody.
it.
So that's coming to you as soon as that's done, and that's it. That's all I worked on. It was an interesting week. The week felt really short. I don't know.
It was technically shorter for us because we did Monday to
It was.
Sunday.
We did. We lost a day, but I don't know. I felt like I didn't have the time I normally have, so that's okay. I'm plodding along. And I'm gonna try. I did take some time to go through like all of my paper charts that I have that we're gonna kind of do a little de-stash sharing situation in a couple weeks. So I had a chance to kind of go through everything and like look at what I have and decide, because after I was working on this Blackbird, I didn't really have anything that was like pulling me like, oh, I have to start that. And so now that I've gone through everything, there are several that I want to start, but I know if I go down that road, these will never get done. So I'm going to try really hard to focus on these until they're done.
Yeah. I'm kind of in the same boat right now because Jason really wants me to finish this whip that I'm working on. And that whip is from Stitch Area, and it is my office pattern.
It's so good.
Yes.
And
oh my God, Kristen, you're killing it.
Wow.
look at the sign.
Oh, it's so good.
I love it.
Oh, good.
I think last week when we filmed, I had the bobblehead done, but I didn't have these things finished. So this is like the outer corner. So now I'm working my way down to the bottom of the circle.
Wow.
And
That looks awesome.
thank you very much. I
It
think,
looks
you
so
know,
good.
this fabric, I was a little worried about doing it on mushroom Lugana, but I'm really happy with how it's turning out.
I mean, the colors
Beautiful.
pop.
Like you couldn't have done it on like a dye piece at all.
I don't think I could have done it on a straight white. I think it would have, the white gotten, you know.
No, that color is perfect because there's too many white things in there, like the sunglasses and the stapler.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But if you look at the pattern, so I still have, you know, quite a bit to do. But I'm starting on the tuna, big tuna. And then I'll work down here to pretzel day. And then I'll start working my way up this way. So this is the bat.
Hey, the bat. I declare bankruptcy. My favorite.
There's
We
these.
say that all the time.
I just watched the episode where they were at the first Dundies in the show.
Oh. So
Can I tell you, after hanging out with a bunch of teenagers this weekend, that's what she said is like their number one quote. They say that about everything.
Oh,
Like,
So
okay.
Jason's very anxious for me to get this one done, but I've been enjoying it so much because I think it's like the motifs are so small that it just goes really fast, and it's so like easy to stitch that I'm just gonna keep working away on this one for the foreseeable future.
So.
You have like a little mini finish all the time, right? Like you finish a picture and you're like, boom.
And I'm like, oh, boom, roasted. Yeah.
But it looks so good that you're like, I have to keep going. I feel like it's awesome.
That's exactly how I feel.
Cool.
So I'm very,
like
very
it.
happy about this one. All right. Well, that wasn't a very long video, guys.
I know. I feel bad. It's the summer, you guys. It's the
I know.
summer.
But we do have some good giveaways. We had some great giveaways last week on our video. So as you recall, I was giving away 3 different things. We picked 3 different things.
Oh, yeah.
And we have winners.
Woo.
So the first one that we're going to talk about is the 32 count Black Pearl. This is Lugana from none other than our very own Jody from Steel City Stitchers Fabric. And this is going to our friend Witchy Robin. Woo!
Yay!
That's awesome.
All right. The next one is the Americana freebie that we picked up at Keepsakes. And this one is going to Heather North.
Woo!
Yay!
Yay, Heather!
And finally, the big Mamba Jamba, the Mirabilia, that comes with everything you need to stitch it except for the DMC threads, because if you recall, I put those back in my stash. But all of the fancy floss, the beads, the whisper thread, the fabric, the pattern, everything. I was really stoked about this winner. Let me tell you why. She has been a follower of Steel City Stitchers forever. I feel like we've been talking to this person for a very long time in our comment section. And she did have a funny comment. She will not be coming to Pittsburgh for our stitch retreat because she doesn't want to travel to Pittsburgh in February because she used to live in Western Pennsylvania. But this person should know that February in Pennsylvania is really hit or miss, okay? But regardless, she really wanted this. And her name is Miss Judy Gibbons.
Yay!
Yay!
Oh, how exciting.
I can remember when I had Aria walking her around the neighborhood in February. Like it was like 60 degrees and we went for a stroll in February. You just never know.
I remember weekends when Jody and I owned Kidsville. There would be these weird weekends in February where it would be 70 degrees. I'm not even joking.
Totally.
People would be outside playing on the playgrounds and Kidsville would be dead in the middle of February because that's just how it is here. And then the next week you could get snow. But the great thing about Pittsburgh is that it doesn't usually get super snowy until the end of February, beginning of March. Like March is usually worse for us weather-wise. So please don't let that deter you from coming. It's really, Pittsburgh weather is not like it used to be. Like I remember being a kid living in Western Pennsylvania and having like feet upon feet of snow. We just don't get snows like that here anymore. So, but anyway, I just thought that comment was funny. So Judy, you can totally come back. I promise it'll cover. But anyway, congratulations. You ladies, please send me your your addresses through our steelcitystitchers@gmail.com. I'll get those out to you ASAP. So let's talk about this week, shall we? Before we get into all of our stitch retreat details. We have 4 little giveaways this week. The first one is one of these cute little stitch-on bags. Erin actually finished one of these for her Smalls Exchange at StitchCon, and it went over really well. So she stitched like a little T design on it, and she filled it with tea and stuff. So this is a really cute idea. So this is the first one. So just say you want to stitch the bag. The next one is this Mill Hill? Yeah, a Mill Hill wreath. And this was from our friend Michelle. So she sent this to us. So we are passing it on to you guys, and it comes with everything that you need to stitch it up. All the beads, all the floss. So just say you want to stitch the wreath. The third one is a cute little Lizzie Kate. It says, be silly, be honest, be kind. Isn't that the cutest? Cute birds. And I love the like the way the bee is designed, like the letter B.
Yeah.
And the fourth one, I was like really debating on giving this one away, but so many people love the way that this finished, the sampler finished. And I thought, this is a classic case of never judge a book by its cover, because we talked about how beautiful my finish was compared to what the picture is of this pattern. So I know that there are people out there who probably really want to stitch this. So I'm going to be giving away my antique bird sampler. I know, it's kind of like bittersweet to give this away, but I'm never going to stitch it again, and I know a lot of people want to. So just say you want to stitch the birds. All right, so those are our 4 giveaways this week. Don't say giveaway in your comments. Please be a subscriber. Stay tuned next week to see who won.
Please be a subscriber because we are super close to 5,000.
Like we're like so close.
It's crazy.
Like, so close.
Crazy.
We taste it. Yeah, it's incredible. Like it's still surreal that we even have that many people that subscribe to our channel.
I was, like when we hit 3,000, I'm like, that's it, man. Like that's At the top.
Peace.
Crazy.
Yeah. So it's really, really incredible. So thank you guys. And thank you to all the new people who have found us. And to those of you who have been here from the beginning and you're still sticking with us. So we love you guys. All right. Jody's going to, also for the giveaway, don't forget that you can enter to win all 4 if you want. So just include all 4 of those phrases in your comments, because when we filter them, we just put in the word. So the keyword. So if you want to do all 4 of them, put all 4 buzzwords in there. I'm sure you guys know that, but you're more than welcome to win more than one. Okay, let's talk about the retreat, shall we? So if you want to duck out now, we'll see you next week. Otherwise, if you want to know more, Jody's actually going to take over and give. We're not going to go into a ton of detail because this is all going to be included in basically a form that we send you guys after you receive an invoice from us. But if you're on the fence about coming, we wanted to give a little bit more detail about the retreat itself. So Jody, take it away.
Okay, so you're right. We didn't want to give away too much detail, but we wanted to give enough to kind of, there's a lot of people that commented like, oh, I can't wait to hear what the details are. And I agree, like I wouldn't sign up for something until I knew kind of what was going to go on and what was going to happen during that weekend. So that's what we're going to give you guys. And then again, we'll have much more details for those of you that get registered and pay your invoices. You will have every bit of detail that you need for that weekend. So don't feel like this is the be all end all. There will be lots more information to come for the 80 people that get their spots. So again, the dates of the retreat are February 4th, 5th, and 6th, 2022. I can't believe I'm saying that.
That does sound really weird.
I know. What I did want to do is just kind of give you the times of those 3 days, because each day is going to have different times. So Friday the 4th, the doors are going to open for registration at 10 o'clock. So if you're traveling in, keep that in mind. Some people might want to come the night before. Some people want to come in early that morning. For the locals, think about traffic. It's a Friday morning. So wherever you're coming from, doors will open at 10 o'clock for registration. If you're registered, you have a seat. So it doesn't need to be like a mad dash to the hotel. We're just letting you know that registration is going to start at 10. The room will close at 11:59 p.m. So we have till midnight. And if you want to stay in there and stitch all day, if you want to come and go, have at it. We have the room till midnight. On Saturday, we're going to open the doors at 9. There won't be any registration. Everyone will be checked in. So we'll open the doors at 9. Again, it'll be open until midnight. And then on Sunday, we'll open the doors at 9 again, and we're going to kick y'all out at noon. All right. So for travel plans, if you need to get back to your families, if you need to get back to work on Monday, we're going to shut down shop at 12 o'clock. That way we have a chance to kind of get things wrapped up and get back home as well. So 10 to midnight, 9 to midnight, 9 to noon. The location is the Marriott North. It's in Cranberry, Pennsylvania. So again, like Erin said last week, we're not going to be like downtown Pittsburgh. This is in Cranberry, which is a suburb of the city. Everything that you could ever need or want is in Cranberry. So as far as shops, restaurants, like don't feel like you're coming and you're going to the middle of nowhere. If you forget something or if you need something, every Target, Walmart, every restaurant known to man, it's all in Cranberry. So we are by no means in the city, but we are also by no means out in the middle of nowhere. It's kind of a perfect combination. So Marriott North, Cranberry. If you're going to be staying in a room, we have discounted rooms for our group. So what'll happen is on your registration form, if you fill out that you need a hotel, we will send you a link, and that link will take you to book online at our special group rates. And I'll tell you right now, it's like $100 cheaper than a normal night. So use the group rates
Wow.
if you are planning on staying there. Now, if you want to stay at a different hotel, I know that there are several other hotels, all in different classes, fancier ones, less fancy ones, depending on what your budget is. There are plenty of hotels around there. So if you want to Google where this Marriott is, you can see all the other hotels around it. But the cost for this particular group rate is very, very good.
But even like within walking distance, like not just close,
Yeah.
like you could go to another hotel and walk. Like it's all right there.
Yeah. Okay. The cost for the weekend for your registration is $100. Okay. This covers all 3 of your days. So $100 gets you into the stitching room for 3 days. All right. We are not going to provide food. Many reasons behind that: dietary restrictions, allergies, et cetera, et cetera. We figured that if you're going to get food, it's better if you get it on your own. There are, again, so many. You could fling a needle into the air and hit a restaurant. They are everywhere. Okay.
Analogy. Also, if it is February in Pittsburgh, we may not have snow, but it may be kind of chilly. So just think about, like, if you are flying in and you don't have transportation, there are places, like Jody said, that are in walking distance, like you could bust out and come right back. But we have like DoorDash, Grubhub, all of those places that would deliver. Or whoever you're sitting with at your table, there are going to be Pittsburgh natives that are coming and they are driving there. Like, we never had an issue like getting around at StitchCon. I know other people didn't as well. Just throw people in your car and go get something to eat. Like, you make friends, you figure that out. So don't be discouraged about that.
And that made me think of something else. There were several comments on our last video about people that might want to come by themselves or don't have a choice but to come by themselves. They don't have a lot of stitchy friends in their area. And I think that a lot of people hesitate if they are traveling alone or coming by themselves. And let me just tell you from experience from just being at StitchCon, it doesn't matter. Like, you will make 80 friends. Coming by yourself is a non-issue. There will always be a place for you to sit. There will always be someone for you to have a meal with. It's absolutely not.
Uh-oh.
All right. So if you're coming, if you're about traveling alone or coming by yourself, don't let it stop you. I promise you, you will have the time of your life. There are going to be places in the hotel that you can eat and drink. We would prefer not to bring food into the stitching room, because if we happen to have a spill or a grease spot on somebody's work, it would be devastating. We're also going to have a no alcohol policy in the stitching room. You're welcome to consume alcohol outside of the stitching room, in the hotel bar, in the hotel restaurant, whatever. Do whatever you want. We just don't want to mess up.
And like, to go on that, because Jody's frozen again, but with the whole alcohol thing, I know in the past at different events that has caused an issue. We have a 0 tolerance policy for it. Like, I will throw your shit in the garbage. Or I will take it, I will confiscate it and then take it to my room for later. So if you don't want your shit being
Not that we're
stolen,
against you drinking while you're there, just not drinking in the room with the stuff.
let me tell you, when we were at StitchCon, people were bringing wine and liquor and drinking in their rooms. You were going out to dinner at night, having a couple drinks. Like, if you're not driving and you're getting chauffeured around, like, have a good freaking time. Just don't bring it in the stitching room. That's all we ask. But feel free to bring snacks. You know, like, people brought like candy and stuff like that to the event. feel free to do that. Just be cognizant of like what you bring and make sure like, you know, you're respectful of people's stuff at your table. I don't think anyone's going to have an issue with that, but we just don't want like pizza and stuff being brought into the stitching room.
All right. Am I back? Am I live? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you see me?
You keep
Okay.
going in and out, so we'll see how this goes.
I switched my Wi-Fi, so hopefully this is better.
Okay.
We'll see.
Okay.
Okay. For those that register, we are going to be, we're going to have some exclusive patterns to give to you from a number of designers. We won't name all of them. We'll leave a few of them to be surprises. But one that we will name is Hello from Liz Mack.
Yes.
Still totally blown away by this, but Liz is going to design a pattern for us. And if you're registered, you will receive this pattern before the event. The whole concept here is that you're able to stitch up this pattern, bring it with you, and then on Saturday, we are going to have an FFO workshop. So we will provide all of the materials and everything you need to FFO your pattern that Liz has designed for this retreat, and then we can all finish our pattern together. Could you die?
So good.
Like,
It's crazy.
out of my mind. Some other exciting things that are going to be happening. We are going to have an LNS on site, the Crafty U, which is out of, are they in Cleveland?
Yeah, they're like right
Yeah,
outside of Cleveland. Yeah.
Okay.
They are
So-
like,
We've all been there several times. It's an incredible LNS, and she has been so generous to basically pack up shop and travel with it and bring it to our retreat.
it helps that she's a Pittsburgh girl.
She
is.
So yeah, she's all about this.
have plenty of opportunities to purchase patterns, notions, fabric, all kinds of other stuff from her. It's basically going to be a smaller version of her LNS smack in the middle of our stitching room. So, oh my God.
Yes.
We're also going to have a few other items for sale. I'm probably going to sell some fabric. Erica's probably going to sell some project bags. We're not sure all of the details around those things yet, but there will be lots of items for sale that you're able to shop for and purchase that you can't really do anywhere else. We don't have stores, so this will be a nice opportunity for that. We're going to have a ton of door prizes. We've already had people reach out to us and ask if they can donate things. I won't give that away, but I will tell you some of those things are big time.
Big time.
Mm-hmm.
So lots of door prizes. It will not be a raffle situation where you have to buy raffle tickets. Just by being registered, you'll be entered in to win the door prizes. So it's worth it to come just for that, because some of those prizes are so good.
And if you are a vendor, if you are a designer, if you are a project bag maker and you would like to donate something to be given away at this event, get in touch with us, because we want to get your name out there too in any way that we can. So if you're just looking for an opportunity to, donate to a retreat and get your name out there and be sponsored, like, let us know. Let us know.
All right, so what do we do next? So you're going to see a Google form below. You're going to click on that, and it's going to ask you some very pertinent information so that we can get you onto the list. So we're opening this up to the first 80 people. After that, we're going to have a wait list. Don't be discouraged, because if for some reason somebody drops out or they can't make it at the last minute or something happens, we will go to the wait list, first come, first serve. So get on there, get your Google form filled out. I know that the Crafty U is going to be doing some pre-order stuff. We don't know the details around that yet, but again, once you're registered, we will kind of branch you off into an email group or some type of video communication so that we can talk to you about what you need to do to kind of gear up and get ready for the event.
Yeah.
So there you have it.
Oh my God, so much.
And just remember, you're going to fill out the Google form. It is going to put you in the list in the order in which we receive it. That's the only way that it's fair. Because we have so few spots, this is just the way that we have to do it. So the invoices, which will be PayPal invoices, will be sent out to the email address that you provide on August 15th. This is the only time that you will have 15 days to pay an invoice and get it back to us, because on September 1st, if we have any unpaid invoices, we will go back to the wait list. We will pick the next few people. We will send them an invoice. For those people, though, you have a smaller time frame in order to get back to us about whether you want to come or not. The absolute cutoff to get a refund back from this event, so if you pay your $100 registration fee, the last day to receive your money back is January 1st, 2022. After January 1st, it's gone, guys. Weather, whatever, we're not refunding money after that point, just because there's costs associated and we have to be able to cover those costs. Plus, it's going to be harder to find somebody in that shorter period of time to take your place. So again, that's just the cutoff time. Anytime before January 1st, we have no problem with refunding your money, and we can put you back on the wait list if you want, or you can just say, no, I'm not interested anymore. But that's just the rule. That's just how we have to do it. So there you go.
If
So
we could have everybody come, we would have everybody come. Trust me when I say we wish you could all come. But this is the size limit we're at, and this is what we have to do. And I'm sorry, because I feel like people are going to have hurt feelings, and that hurts my heart. But, like, this is what we had to do. I'm sorry.
yeah. But and don't
Next
be
year we'll know, and next year we'll do bigger.
Exactly. And, you know, this doesn't mean that later in 2022, we don't decide to have another day and we don't decide to open up and do another retreat. So fall retreats are super fun. But, you know, just bear with us. This is our first one. So we really didn't know how to like gauge the interest. And I think after last week's video, we were very pleasantly surprised that so many people expressed interest in coming. But this is what we're dealing with right now. But like I said, don't be discouraged. We wish everybody could come, but we'll get you in for the next one.
Quick comment. So your registration, the $100, that covers you for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If you can only make it for, say, 2 of those days, you're still going to have to pay the whole registration.
Yeah.
So please don't email us and say, I can only come on Saturday. Can I get a discount on the registration? You're welcome to only come on Saturday, but it's still going to be the $100.
For reference, I missed the first full day of StitchCon because I had to go to frickin' school. And I still had to pay the $150, and I was happy to do it, people, because I was like, 2.5 days is better than no days. So I'm coming. But like Jody said, we're not dealing with all of that. So it's $100.
We're not all there enough to handle half days and quarter days.
You don't want us messing with that. We will screw something up big time. You don't want that either.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
True.
We are so excited. We can't believe the amount of feedback that we've gotten about on this Stitch retreat. We haven't come up with like the formal name of this event yet. We're working on it. Probably Steel City Stitchers Retreat, something easy, something, you know, whatever. But we are very excited that you guys are all wanting to come. So don't forget to fill out the Google form below. We'll get you on the list. The first 80 people will receive an invoice on August 15th, and then we'll go from there.
Good luck.
Oh my God, it's crazy. So crazy. But if you have any comments or questions, feel free to reach out to us. Everything that Jody went over is really all the info that we have at this point. So that's all your basic information that you need as far as booking your hotel, knowing the dates and the location and where you're going to be. So But if you have other questions, let us know. And I think that's it, guys. Does anyone else have anything to add?
One more thing for the hotel. For the group rate, it has to be booked by January 21st. So if you're thinking about getting a hotel, but you kind of want to wait a little bit and you're not sure, you have until January to book under those group rates.
That's a long time. That's like 2 weeks before it. So that's plenty time.
Jody, do you know what the cost of the room is just off the top of your head? Like if somebody were to book?
I want to say $129 a night.
Okay, so that's reasonable. That's about what it was at this time too.
I looked up the Marriott to see like what the normal room rates are, and like a normal king bed room I think was like $230-ish, $240-ish a night. So I think it's a very nice hotel. It must be. So it's, that's a significant discount. Again, if that's not in your budget and you'd rather save that money to buy stuff from the Crafty You, I get it. There are lots of other hotels around there, but it's a pretty hefty discount for the group rate that we're getting.
Yeah. And if you have a buddy that you're coming with, you guys can always shack up together and split that cost. So that's definitely an option. Like my mom's coming, she'll be sleeping in we're going to get a king size bed. My mom and I are going to snuggle all night. So
nice.
But anyway, yeah. So definitely options to fit every budget for whatever you're looking for. And we encourage Pittsburgh people too. Like Jody and I will be spending the night there on Friday and Saturday night. So just because you live in Pittsburgh doesn't mean that you don't deserve a little vacation and a little break if you can afford it, and stay in a hotel and treat yourself for the weekend. So, especially for our people in Monroeville, you're not going to want to be driving home at midnight. So
oh, for sure.
Keep that in mind too if you are on the fence about whether you want to stay in a room or not. So, okay, that's a lot of info. We get it. We'll have more info forthcoming whenever we get all of the attendees ready.
But you won't find out like immediately whether or not you made the top 75 or the top 80.
Mm-hmm.
You won't know immediately. So I know people are going to be anxious about it, but I also can feel like a lot of emails coming in about that. Like if you can just wait and be patient with us, I promise we will let you know as soon as we know.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. All right, guys, listen, we love you all. Good luck. We hope that you book a spot if you
room for you.
We hope this thing just sells out as quick as possible. But yeah, thank you all again so much for all the love and support for this event and ongoing events and our channel in general. So you guys mean the world to us, and we wanted to give back to all of you by doing this event. So we hope that you have a chance to come if you want to come. So we will see you all next week for our regularly scheduled video. We love you all, and we'll see you later. Bye.